What's up, y'all? We back at it with more Chainsaw Man chapter 199. Fujimoto, please, like, yo, the mysteries, man. Like, yo, give us something, man. Don't make every chapter feel like a mystery. I want to know what's up with this fake Chainsaw Man. Like, yo, is it the Justice Devil? Is it not? Because, you know what I'm saying, when Death do what she do to him in this chapter, she doesn't call him the Justice Devil. She calls him the fake Chainsaw Man. Like, yo, I need to know who this person is. Like, please, Fujimoto. Why? And it seems as if the Death Devil had nothing to do with this Chainsaw Man. You know, and I was thinking that from the beginning when we first got introduced to him several chapters ago. Like, please, Fujimoto. But I am currently at work right now, so you know how it is. The video won't have the best edits. You won't be able to see my beautiful face. It is what it is. I do apologize, but hopefully you respect the grind and thumb the video up, man. But yeah, man, what the fuck? Fujimoto, what? I'm just getting mad about how long this mystery is being going on in the series, man. I just really need to know what's up with this fake Chainsaw Man. That's just how I feel. But we about to get into it, man. Again, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell for all notifications. So the chapter starts off where, of course, you got the new devil, Death Devil, and it's crazy because I'm so used to calling her Famine that every time I go to say Death Devil, like I kind of fumble with my words. Like I'm Famine, you know what I'm saying? Like I want to say Famine, but no. We got it where the chapter starts off, where the last one left off, where you got the Death Devil lifting up her dress, you know, showing that she took out all her organs and she still was unable to die. And of course, you got it where the Fallen Devil, which is a hilarious moment, like, yo, don't do that. They're probably looking at your panties right now. Like, don't do it. And I guarantee you, half the people who looked at this chapter last week, when they first saw that page, the final panel, they looked at the panties first before they looked at to see that her body was split open. That's exactly what they were like. Oh my God, panties. Hold on. No. Let me focus. She's missing her organs. I guarantee you that's how most of the people was when that chapter dropped. But, you know, it is what it is. Of course, you got the real Famine Devil as well as the fake Chainsaw Man. They're on a plate being served up as a dish, as the proper dish. And you got it where she was like, yo, even if she was to die, another Death Devil would just be born in her place. And then that Death Devil probably wouldn't enjoy human culture as much as she does. So she does enjoy the stuff that humans do. It wasn't a lie. It seems to be all true. She enjoys, like, you know, the foods and, you know, all the surprises and exhibits and stuff like that that we have in this world today. She enjoys the beauty of the human world. But you got it where the fake Chainsaw Man says, like, yo, well, can you just not destroy mankind and just, you know, live quietly forever? She's like, that's not possible. One day the prophecy will come true, and for some odd reason, man will fear death, and it will reach its peak. And once that happens, I will awaken. Which means the power she displayed now isn't really her true potential. She hasn't fully awakened. And if that's the case, is it like that for every devil? Once a person, well, once the, you know, the thought of that devil gets to a certain point, does that happen for them where they will be, you know, evolved and awakened as well? I'm very curious about that. But she says once that happens, her powers will activate. And, you know, even if she was sound asleep, even if you was to put her in some type of storage area, you know, once that happens, it will make her go to sleep. Now, the crazy thing is, in order for people to fear death, it means something very tragic is about to happen where everyone's afraid that the world may die. Maybe a comet's coming to the earth. We don't know. But the crazy thing to me is, like, you should be trying to prevent any type of disaster from happening if you don't want to see the human world wiped out. So you got it where, you know, the real Famine says, like, yo, maybe you should just get eaten by Chainsaw Man. If you get eaten by Chainsaw Man, you know, that was you will cease to exist, and that will save everyone. Now, I already knew she won't gonna agree to this because she enjoys the human world so much, or she enjoys just being in that world so much. You know, getting eaten by Chainsaw Man is death. Who would seek death? Even though she is death, why would she seek death? That's just my thoughts on it. So she, you know, you got it where the Famine, you know, the new Famine is just like, yo, Chainsaw Man, open up your mouth. And she was like, nah, that's not going to work. That's not a good idea. I have my own idea. You two will have to cooperate with me in order to save mankind so it won't be annihilated, which I truly don't get where she's going at. So they was like, help you? really? Like, all right, well then let us move. We'll help you. She's like, nah, that's not going to work, fam. I can't allow you guys to move because I'm going to eat you guys. And you got it where they're looking like, what? How the hell is that going to help mankind? And then you got it where the fallen that was behind her saying like, yo, time to eat. And she actually eats these guys alive. She eat the big chainsaw man and the new famine devil. She eats both of them alive, which is crazy. Next thing you know, you got crows coming, feeding on the remains. And it looked like she devoured the whole plate. And she's just a normal sized person. And she ate 2 full grown people. And that chainsaw man was pretty damn big. He was at least 7 foot. I mean, I could be off, but he was close to 7 foot. But then you got it where the fallen devil was like, yo, how was it? She was like, it was delicious. You know what I'm saying? She was like, oh man, but why did you have to eat them alive? And she says like, yo, eating your food fresh is always going to taste the best, which is true. But like to that extent, that's kind of crazy. But then we find out that her power to enslave people comes from her eating them. Once she eat them, she's able to, spit them back out, and they're her slaves. They're her puppets. And I imagine that's what happened to the fallen devil. It's been so long, I can't even remember if the fallen devil was defeated or if she was trapped. I want to say she was defeated though. More than likely, that's probably right. I'm gonna go check the chapter out again when I get home. But you got it where she says that, and I'm curious how many other devils she actually have working for her that we are unaware of, that she defeated, she ate them, and then she spit them back out as her slaves. Because it seems like even though they're her slaves, they still got their regular personalities intact, but for whatever reason, they just got to obey her. But you got it where she spits them back out her mouth, and she says, come forth, famine devil, come forth, fake chainsaw man. Again, that's why I want to know who the heck is this chainsaw man. She calls him fake chainsaw man. She doesn't call him justice devil or nothing like that. So next thing you know, they come back to their normal form. They're standing there, and you have it where the first thing famine does is punch the death devil in the face, saying like salvation, like, yo, you ate me, did we get eaten again? Like, why did you eat us? And she's pissed. And of course you got it where the death devil was like, yo, all right, it's cool, because the fallen devil was about to throw hands, like, yo, you hit my queen. But you find out, that was part of her plan in order to have control over them. Granted, I still think they would have tried to listen to her, regardless if she ate them or not. But maybe this to make sure that they don't change their mind. Maybe that's why she chose to do it. And she was like, yo, I order you two to plunge mankind into abyss of terror. Now, if they do that, if they put mankind in that terror, isn't that going to make them eventually fear death? Because in order to have them fear and terror means you're going to have to hunt them down and try to hurt them. And, you got it where these two says like, yo, leave it to me. And they keep shouting like salvation. But it seems like what she's ordering them to do will ensure that she awakens. It will ensure that mankind will fear death, which will help her awaken. So I thought she was trying to avoid that, but it seems like what she's ordering them to do will actually make that happen. So that's what I'm saying. Fujimoto, man, it's like this dude's like just throwing mysteries left and right, and we got to try to put the pieces together. Like, I'm messing up on my wording because of this shit. But anyway, let me know your thoughts on this chapter down below. If you like the video, thumb it up, please subscribe, hit the bell for all notifications, and I'll catch you guys in the next one, man. Peace.